Today, I'm calling BS. You've done the diets, you've done the workouts, you have a shelf full of supplements that probably cost more than your first car. Maybe you dabbled in the cold plunge and now that tub holds your dirty clothes and you're still not where you want to be mentally, physically, and emotionally. But lean in and let me tell you something today. You're not broken. You're just being lied to. So today, I'm calling BS on the whole damn thing. I'm going to give you the real truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and ultimately, the unsexy truth that will allow you to live longer, live stronger, be healthy and independent longer than 99% of the people that are paying attention today. All right, so if you're at your desk, in the kitchen, grab a cup of Joe, take a sip, and let's go. Hey, if you're hitting me up live, hit hashtag live, come back, hit hashtag replay. If you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. I'm Coach Dane, and I help midlife adventurers, people who want to live longer, live better, live independently and healthy for a lifetime, and understand that we're not 25 anymore, and that's okay, because we're going to live the lives we have while we create the lives we love. So today, we're going to actually talk about what works. No bullshit. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I said BS, but okay. Look, one of the things in the Trailblazer Nation we say is we live authentically. There's no shield. Who you see right here on the screen is exactly who you get when you talk to me. It's so simple, by the way, but we make it harder than it has to be. But here's the problem. Most people over 40, but if you're over 50 like me, are still chasing the next hack, the 30-day shred, the 75 days of pain and punishment that on day 76, you party like a freaking rock star. Then you wake up hungover on day 76. What the influencers aren't telling you, and I want you to look at the age of influencers, and I also want you to look at the age, and look, I was 25 once too. I was raising babies. Most people in the health, fitness, wellness, mindset business that are telling you what to do are kids. Most people get out because it's hard. It's the long game. It's tedious. It's consistency. Well, I'm still here and I'm pushing closer to 60, and till my last breath, I'm going to be here. But the next influencer, they're going to tell you to go all in. While you're barely surviving on 5 hours of sleep. But here's the truth. Looking and feeling amazing in your 40s, 50s, 60s. And right now, what we do today is going to help us live healthier, happier, more prosperously. Thank you, T. Into our 70s and beyond. But doing one more just isn't the answer. It's about doing the right things, the consistent things, the simple things, because everything that's easy to do, listen up, is also easy not to do. So today, I want to share with you the minimum effective dose. If you want to know a little bit more and you want to dig in, you can go to my blog, this week's blog at daneboyle.com, and you can read it. It's about a 3-minute read. When you read it, please share it with your friends, your family members, but really ingest it, pun intended. Again, you know what happens when we go all in? We get burnout, we get injured. Oh my gosh, I see that so often, they get injured. And then we can't do anything, or we think we can't do anything. But if you injure your left arm, guess what? The good Lord gave you a right arm. Think about that. But you start strong. It's going to be different this time. And you end up at the same spot that you were last time. And then you put another notch in your belt that I can't. And my can't to you is not yet, because you haven't found the right way to do it, the right community, the way to stay consistent, the right person that's going to pick you up and tell you, hey, I love you. That was yesterday and today is today. But we get tired, frustrated. We wonder, maybe I'm just getting older. You have never heard me say I'm getting older. I am getting older. I don't care at all. I'm going to embrace it all. I'm going to embrace the bald head, gray beard, all those things, right? I'm going to do all my preventive exams. I'm going to do personal development. We're going to get into all that. But what is old? Here's something too. Nobody really tells you what it's like to get old, because none of us have been here before. And unfortunately, sometimes the older population isn't telling you what it's like or what they wish they'd done better. But we've all been children before. Think about that. But the strategy shouldn't be self-destruction, right? Dressed up in fitness gear. Let me be clear. People who win from this day forward don't do more. They're lessitarians. Listen to that. Lessitarians. I love that. Thank you, Randy, for that. So they understand that sometimes doing less is doing more. But they do enough. And you know how they do it? They do it on repeat. They do it like Caitlin Clark shoots free throws from the time she was a little girl. Bam, bam, bam. It's the same distance from the time she was little to today in the WNBA. Less Ethereans. So let's talk about M.E.D. If you're taking notes, you can write that down. Minimum effective dose. Trailblazer Michael and I talk about this all the time. Minimum effective dose. What does that look like? What does it feel like? You don't need 6 days a week in the gym. You don't need 90-minute sessions. What you need is to work your way up to about 2 hours a week of strength training. So this morning on my live virtual fitness, I was talking to the Trailblazers. I said, I lead, they participate. I participate too. I'm actually working out right with you, but I'm paying attention to the screen. That they get 2 40-minute sessions a week live with me. And then in their private portal, they have workouts too. And the challenge is to define dumbbell domination, which is a 10-minute workout. Do it twice. Do it in 10-minute segments and you will reach the 2 hours. You can break it up in 3 40-minute sessions, 6 20-minute blocks, 2 1-hour blocks, whatever works for your schedule to create space, to create growth, but don't be overwhelmed. Again, if you're not there, it's baby steps. You're going to crawl before you walk and walk before you run. Lift heavy, push yourself, challenge yourself, sprinkle in a little cardio. You'll feel stronger. You'll stand taller. You'll be more confident. And you'll stop gasping when you bend over to tie your shoes. Minimum effective dose. By the way, this isn't just Coach Dane making stuff up. This is science, evidence-based science. You'll be more confident. You'll be stronger. You'll surprise the doctor, the PA, right? When you go to get your annual physicals, and I suggest you get them done. Preventive medicine is the best medicine. When they look at your age and they just assume you're going to be on a walker, oxygen, right? No, screw that. We're going to change the world because what do trailblazers do? They blaze trails that have never been there before. And they invite people to join them. And that's what I'm doing right here with you. Minimum effective dose. Let's talk nutrition. Every single one of us has to eat. And one of the things that drives me crazy is in moderation. I think it gives us permission to not really pay attention. Because you know what a serving size is? Unfortunately, it's what's in front of us. It's proportion distortion. It's that third basket of tortilla chips in my world. It's that second and third margarita. Just a little bit more and a little bit more tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And it adds up. And our health and our happiness are on decline. Yes, I'm going to tell you should eat 80% whole foods, real foods that are nurtured in earth, raised and harvested, right? And then have an occasional indulgence. One of the things I said on our Healthy Huddle, which is our weekly community call on movement and meals. Quit going out to lunch for fast food. Save that money, which now may be 10 to 20 bucks. I was in Kennedy, Texas a couple weeks ago, stopping at there's an H-E-B. That's our local grocery store for our non-San Antonio area people. Good morning, Lisa. And there's a McDonald's connected to it. And I was waiting for T to go, which is my wife, to the restroom. And I was looking at the prices. I'm like, holy crap. I had no idea. Big Mac was like freaking 10 bucks. But if you were going to go out to eat today, put it in the jar, put it in your savings account, put it in your own Venmo account. When you reach that $100 mark, take yourself and somebody else out to eat and have a better meal, a proper meal. That's what they call it in Ireland, a proper meal. A proper meal. We don't do cheat meals anymore. I freaking hate that. You're not on a damn diet. You're building your future today. It's the lifestyle you choose to lead. And James Clear tells us in Atomic Habits, you make decisions like that healthy aging person, that person that wants to live independent and healthier for a lifetime, that wants to watch their grandkids grow up, when their adult children grow up, that they want to play more, they want to dance more, they want to live more, they want to love more. But it's not an effing diet. It's a lifestyle. In the long run, Simon Sinek, I posted in my stories, it's probably still up from yesterday, talks about, we all know the basics of what to do, I think, especially in middle class America. But there's no exact science to say when you're going to start feeling better, when you're going to feel like you look better, when your shirts are going to feel or look better, when your lab work is going to improve. And so we get discouraged and we stop. But what's the value of stopping? In the long run, you'll lose that body fat. In the long run, you'll feel human. In the long run, you'll flex your resilience muscle. In that long run, you're going to build confidence because you're showing up using the minimum effective dose, M.E.D, because that's who you are and you're showing up. You never need a damn cleanse. Your liver filters everything out. And just because you had nachos on Sunday doesn't mean you're a loser. Doesn't mean that your britches are going to fit tighter. It means that on that day you chose to have them. I also don't believe that all calories are created equally. Because if it's your 10th anniversary, your 20th anniversary, your grandson's 5th birthday, and you choose to indulge a little bit, if that little human made you a cupcake and said, Gigi, I made this for you, eat the damn cupcake. They love you. They don't care and go, oh, I can't do that. Gigi can't do it. She's too fat. Please don't ever say that. You don't need all 12 of the cupcakes. Maybe you don't need to take a cupcake home. But that's a memory you'll have forever. That glass of wine overlooking the lake, the river, the ocean on your anniversary, that's a memory. Those calories are not created equally. Save those for special moments. Minimum effective dose. It ain't sexy and it doesn't sell supplements, but is the unsexy truth to live longer, to live more independently, to live a better life, to enjoy and live the life you have right now while you create the life you love. So we've talked about physical activity, movement, minimum effective dose. It's that we want to do strength training approximately 2 hours a week. And again, you don't have to start right there. We don't go 0 to hero. We do it incrementally. How do you do it? You know how to do it? You reach out to me. We talk about it. We create the next step. The guidelines say you should do about 30 minutes, 5 days a week of some sort of cardio, 3 10-minute bouts. Build it up. Start slow. Crawl before you walk and walk before you run. I'm telling you where we want to get you, but you need to know where you start. And that's where we connect. And that's where the accountability comes in. That's where the consistency comes. That's where you learn that if you're successful or when you're successful 4 days out of 7, you've won the week. When you're successful 3 weeks out of 4, you've won the month. When you're successful 8 months out of 12, you have won the year. Nutrition, about 80%, right? Indulge. Save that damn lunch money. Pack your lunch. Eat leftovers from the night before. And then take yourself out. Maybe take your spouse out. Maybe your BFF. And have a good meal. A memorable meal. One of the things that we talk about all the time, and I've only had it a few times in America, and maybe it's the location. Maybe it's that we choose to eat better when we go out in Europe. But there are several meals in the times we've been across the pond that we can still talk about the meal, the people, the food, the drink. That's how you should eat. Lifestyle, minimum effective dose. So you can wake up with more energy, better, brighter skin, right? Glowing skin, better sex drive, better focus, walk more, sleep more. Done, period. Walk during your calls, right? If you work from home and you've got a headset on, walk. So we do ruck and talks in person. We do ruck and talks on our global one-on-ones, right? Get up, get out. If you're a manager and you've got to meet or you get to meet with your staff, walk. Why sit there? Walk while you're watching your kids and grandkids at soccer practice at Little League. Quit sitting in the chair. And again, if you're local and you're going to Bill Miller's and you're getting that sweet tea, and you're wondering why you have no energy and your pants start to get tighter, your dress starts to get tighter, get up and walk around the damn field. You can still see him or see her. Sleep like it's your damn job. Research says 7 to 9 hours. So if you're not tracking it, just try. Just think of what you're doing. Not just on weekends. Not just on weekends. Drink water like it's your job. How much water? So that your urine is almost clear. That's it. Not clear? Drink more water. Add some lemon to it. Whatever. That's it. You'll have higher testosterone levels, less cortisol, clearer mind. You won't be snapping at the dogs when your earpods or AirPods, take a crap. Minimum effective dose. Need more clarity? Go to daneboyle.com and read the blog post for this week. Need boost, talk to me. Look, all I've been doing all week is inviting you to get on a clarity call. And I've had a couple of them and more people I had conversation today. So here's what's going to happen. You may DM me after 9 o'clock. I probably won't answer you then because I start my day at about 4 a.m. So I put everything on Do Not Disturb. I try to spend the last hour of the night every night with Tanya, connecting on what she's done, where she's going, how she's feeling, how PT is going, what tomorrow brings. We end every single night with a kiss and I love you. And it literally says that above our bed and above the bathroom to kiss me before you go to bed at night and tell me you love me. Those are two signs to remind us every single day to never take those for granted. That's our minimum effective dose to keep our relationship as a priority. This mindset set shift that we work in the Trailblazer community every single day, it's not sexy, but damn, it works. And damn, the other day, Isabella said, I think she was in Puerto Rico and she was climbing these stairs to get to this beautiful view. And most of the people are huffing and puffing and stopping. And the leader of the group and her were at the top first. And the gentleman said, great job. And she goes, not bad for somebody that's 60 and a half. So just like a little kid, they're going to tell you that you're half, 8.5, 9.5, because they look forward to tomorrow. So the next time somebody asks your age, don't say 29. Own your age and tell them if it's a half because you're looking for it tomorrow. By the way, the leader was 73. Why does it work? Why does the minimum effective dose work? Because most people don't stay consistent long enough to see whatever the results they're looking for. Most people stop. What's the value in stopping? Look, I wish you could pick up your dumbbells today, and your physique would change, but it doesn't. Consistency doesn't matter, or inconsistency doesn't matter until it does. Stop jumping from challenge to challenge, to cleanse to cleanse, to chaos to chaos. But when you commit to being boring today, tomorrow, a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years, what will your life look like then? What will your life look like then? When was the last time? So seriously, ask yourself honestly. It starts with that internal dialogue with being honest with yourself. When was the last time you made you a priority, that you worked out on a regular basis, that you ate like an adult, that you practiced and targeted being consistent in your sleep, that you drank water like it's your job? When was the last time? If the answer is sometimes, I'm always on reset, never, there's your answer. Forget the effing hacks. Forget the damn hype. Minimum effective dose. And stop doing it alone. Seriously. If we could all do it alone, we do it alone. We need coaches, mentors, teachers, community, accountability partners. We need them. It's an investment in your future. It's an investment in who you are. Every dollar spent, good morning, Tanya, good morning, Lise, good morning, T. Every dollar spent is an investment. Put it in your damn budget. Don't fuss about it. Don't complain about it. When I was cardiac rehab director and wellness director, and people would sometimes join the gym and sometimes they wouldn't, and I could look over at the people with the 3-lead EKG, working with a nurse, working with the respiratory therapist, working with the exercise guy or girl. In my head, I'd say they're going to pay me either one way or the other. And I don't mean to be a jerk about it, but your investment in your health starts today. Who do you want to be 10 years from now? I'm talking to those, and maybe it's 45 or 50. I don't know where that line of demarcation really comes when you're like, holy shit, I haven't done anything. I need to do something. I'm doing it kind of half-assed, and I want to go all in who I am and creating and making decisions like the person I want to be. Because you don't need more strategy. You don't need more, you do need a strategy, but you don't need more information. You need one that fits your life, your season, your goals. That's where I want to invite you to get on the clarity call for who you are today, who you've been, and ultimately for who you want to go. I am so passionate about igniting life and sparking healthy revolution and taking the Trailblazer Nation to 90 humans. Look, I'm not looking for 1 million people. I'm looking for the right people. We're more than a third of the way there. And it's time to get to those 90 because then we have the ripple effect. So when you're out with friends, out with family members, they're asking questions about why your skin looks better, why your confidence is better, why you stand taller, why you just look gooder. So that's where it starts. Get on the clarity call. Take 20 minutes to invest in yourself. I get the hiccups. To stand tall and make yourself the most important appointment of the day and don't freaking cancel. The clarity call is 20 minutes. It's free. It's on me and it could change your life. I want to help you build a simple plan, a sustainable plan that works so you can move better, feel better, stay stronger, age like a badass, and remain independent and healthy for a lifetime. So my friends, thank you for joining me. If anything you heard today lights a fire in you, comment below. Share this video. Share it with a friend. Share it with somebody you want to spend more time with, because the more they do what I suggested, the longer you'll have to have coffee, to have a cocktail, to give hugs, to share kisses, to hold hands. And when the hell did we stop holding hands? Today, I want to challenge you to hold the hand of somebody you care about. Squeeze their hand like you love them. When did we stop holding hands? Minimum effective dose. Rewatch the video, share it. Need more direction? Go to daneboyle.com and read the blog post. All right, my dear friends, I'll be back tomorrow. My goal was to show up this week at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be on the road. We'll leave before 6 a.m. If I'm somewhere where I can pull over and I can go live, I will. 10 to 20 minutes to continue the conversation, to help you age like a badass, to quit acting and doing things like you're 25 and create sustainable habits so you can remain independent and healthy for a lifetime, then I'll be pulling over. If not, it'll be a little later in the afternoon, but please join me. Please look for it. Please comment. Please share. Do all those things. Remember, hold somebody's hand today. Tell those you love them and never assume they know. And text somebody right now and let them know you're thinking of them and expect nothing in return. Hasta mañana.